Hi, my name is David Wong, better known as Planet Being on the Internet, and this video will be demonstrating Android running on the iPhone. This is an iPhone 2G, and we demonstrated the Linux kernel running on this device over a year ago, and unfortunately, I got distracted with the iPhone 3GS jailbreak, and there was some months where I had a hiatus when I wasn't working on the iPhone at all, and so things got a little delayed. But now I'm back and going to show you some cool stuff. So I wanted to be in the iPhone OS when this video started, just to demonstrate that the iPhone can in fact dual boot both the iPhone OS and Android. So even if you install Android on your phone, your iPhone can still be used normally. So first we're going to shut down the iPhone. Anyway, as you can see from the reflection, I'm using a very primitive tripod and an iPhone 3GS to record my video. Not exactly made of money, so apologize for the quality of the video. Okay, so this is the OpenIBoot bootloader that you guys were shown in the previous video. Since my photoshopping skills aren't really up to scratch, there's no Android button on this bootloader. However, I've hacked it so that if you hold down the home button on the OpenIBoot console icon, it'll be a signal to boot Android. So right now it's initializing the NAND and loading the kernel and the init RAM disk from the NAND, which is the Linux kernel, of course. And now we're inside the Linux kernel. Familiar Tux logo there. Basically, my RAM disk mounts some loopback partitions on the data partition on the NAND, and then instructs Android to use that before passing control over to Android. So now Android has control, and we should see the frame buffer initialize and the Android logo come up pretty soon. So sorry for the long video, but I wanted to show you guys the whole boot process. So the Android logo with a nice little animation. And sorry this took so long. Last time there was a release, people made fun of iPhone Linux, deservedly, for not having any of the drivers and not being really usable. But, so I wanted to make sure that everything was usable before I showed this off. So Android's booted. I have a Rogers prepaid SIM in here, so there it is, Android. Of course, it's not really production quality yet. I'd say it's alpha quality. But pretty much everything works. First, we'll associate to the Wi-Fi. It's slightly buggy because I didn't bother to implement all the proprietary driver, not proprietary, but Android-specific driver extensions. So sometimes the OS thinks that it's not scanning, but it is. See, we've associated. So I guess one of the things we can show you is how to browse the web. Jeez, I'm a little clumsy with this operating system. There's a little bit of a button shortage on the iPhone, so I've repurposed the volume button as the call and home buttons. So let's go to Reddit. Maybe I should have gone to dig. There'd be fewer letters. So as you can see, it's pretty usable. I like this feature of Android. Get a little zoom thing. You can quickly find the portion of the page you're interested in. It'll zoom out for you. So yeah, there's the browser. Second thing is probably playing music. I have to manually scan for music because it's designed to work with an SD card, which obviously the iPhone is not equipped with. This again. It's hard to operate this thing behind a camera. It's a little sluggish, but as I've told you before, it's running the debug version of everything. There's actually a garbage collector running inside of Linux kernel right now, just to make sure I don't have any memory leaks. There you go. So, playing music. Last thing I want to show you is making a call with it. There's this joke on the internet about the GNU phone where you had to give something like 20 command line arguments to place a call. And on Slashdot I read that there ought to be two kernel versions, one for answer mode and one for dialing mode. I actually considered doing something like that as a joke, but it was more trouble than it's worth. So I'm going to use my desktop here to send an SMS to this phone. What should I say? Hello world is always a good option. Just make sure I don't make any typos typing with one hand. So Skype says it's sending. Hopefully I will receive the message in a second. And there it is. Okay, so I think the last thing to test is making a call. So I'll place a call with Skype here. You're hearing my computer speakers. There we go. Click the answer button. Alright, so you can hear me in the speakers. Hello?
Hello?
There you go. So I just put it next to my, sorry, there's the GM7 noise. So I'm gonna try to hang up. And that's pretty much it. So check out our blog at linuxoniphone.blogspot.com. If you can throw in a couple of bucks for donations, I'd really appreciate it. If you could throw in a couple of lines of code to help with this project, I'd appreciate that even more. There's plenty of ways people can contribute. That's pretty much it. Thanks, guys.